Ahem. Good morning, good morning. Ooh, it's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another morning, another day. It's another beautiful day here in Los Angeles. I'm not in Los Angeles, I'm in Hamilton. But it is another beautiful day in Hamilton. It is finally a temperature that doesn't hurt to be outside in. You want to come sit with me, Toby? What are you wagging your tail at me for? You want to come sit on the table? I can get you a little doggy bed. Then you can sit on the table, huh? Just a second, mister. Oh, careful. You gotta watch your step or you're gonna accidentally turn my camera off there, Toby. Looks like that's what happened. There we go. All right, what can you lie down in? I mean, it's always cozy on a sweater, so let's see how you do with a sweater to lie on. Good morning, everybody. If you're just showing up, hi. I'm Laura. This is the Last Minute Laura morning show. I'm not late, I'm just not early. Sometimes you can't be early, okay? What do you think, Toby? You want to play with your toy and sit up here? Got a little cookie you didn't finish. Let's see if I can find a way to make it feel like secure for him. He's little, you know. All right, let's try this. Come here. Here you go. Here's your little toy. No, don't go wandering. You stay where I put you. I gave you a good safe spot, okay? I gave you a good... You want to try to eat a piece of this cookie? Do you even like these? Hey, come over here. There you go. You can just crunch around. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Oh my God, Toby. Just stay in the dog bed. Don't back up. You'll fall. Come here. Stay here. Right here. You've got your little air tag on to keep you safe. Do you feel so safe? Do you feel... Oh, please pet me, mother. Please, I need pets. I am very, very small. Good morning. Sorry. The ADHD is strong. Good morning, everybody. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button as you come in. Good morning, Candace. Good morning, Alana. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. He's the new boss of the house, that's for sure. We found out that we got an alpha, didn't we? We got a little alpha dog. He wants to go pee on other dogs' pee. It's what he prefers. It's his ideal scenario. So, like, he doesn't want to pee in our backyard. He wants to go for a walk to pee. If I put him in the backyard, he'll pee one time. If I take him for a walk, he'll pee 27 times, won't he? Yes, he's very alpha, and he barks at every single man that comes in across our path, which I 100% support that. He did not let anybody sneak up on me on our walk, did you? No. And he didn't bark at any dogs. He just sniffed other dogs. Oh, and was so friendly to them. And he wagged his tail, and he smelled their butts, and he smelled their noses. He was such a good boy. Want me to take your collar off? I think I might have to take his collar off if he shows up on stream because I don't want my phone number to accidentally get doxed. Doxed, not docked. I don't want my phone number in the internet. Huh. Good morning. Isn't he so sweet? He's a sweet boy. Oh, he's just a babe. You're just a little baby. What are you gonna do now? This is Toby. If you haven't seen him yet, this is our new puppy dog, Toby. He is a 7-year-old Chihuahua. And he's so sweet. He's a sweet boy. He's just a little guy. He's like skinnier than Thunder. Like he definitely weighs less than Thunder. But he's bigger than Thunder. So he's like a skinny little guy. You skinny boy? No, don't go over there. Toby. Tobias. Sit. Toby, sit on your bum. He doesn't know sit. Sit. He sees Rohan. Sit. You can't go have him. He's not your brother yet. He doesn't like you yet, okay? He doesn't like you. So, I don't know what we're going to do this morning in terms of crafts. I figured one of the things we can do is we can look at all of the stuff that the garden is doing, because I took pictures this morning. The garden is beautiful. I'm pretty obsessed with it. I go out there as often as I can, and I make amazing bouquets. Do you want to get down and go on your dog bed on the floor? Because you're standing precariously close to the edge of the table there, buddy. You can sit with me if you want. You want to come sit here? Toby. 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 Hey. Toby. Over here. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. He's just so little. He's still shy. He's pretty proud though, and he's pretty he's definitely an alpha dog. Like if we got another dog ever, I'm pretty sure that Toby would be the alpha. Can I have your foot? Toby, give me your paw. He only does it when he wants you to pet him, but I'm gonna train him to be giving me a paw. Give me a paw. See, I give you a scratch, right? Give me a paw. Good boy. And then I give you a scratch, and they say, give me a paw. Good boy. And then I give you a nice scratch. This is how we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn by doing positive reinforcement. The behavior of him pawing at me is when he wants to get pet, but what I can do is I can just say, give me a paw. Good boy. And then he did it because of a command, right? Give me a paw. Shake. Toby, give me a paw. Oh, you know it's gonna be grabbed. You just want to use it for pawing at someone. He's just a simple guy. Can I have your foot? Oh, thank you. Good boy. Okay. Anyway. Such is life. Oh, if you notice the blush today matches the lipstick, it's because I used my lipstick as a blush. Thank you for that suggestion, Candace. This is the new lipstick that Deborah sent me, and I used it as a blush today too. I've been looking for like a hot pink blush for a while, so I'm very happy that this lipstick works as a hot pink blush. Little Miss Boss, and everybody knows it, but I love her to bits. Yeah, he's definitely knows he's the boss. He's trying to intimidate our cat Rohan. No. Good boy. He's trying to intimidate our cat Rohan, but the cat is twice the size of him, and Rohan's scared of him. Like, Rohan runs away and hisses at him, and Toby chases him. Toby doesn't like run downstairs. He's scared of going all the way down our like, it's a lot of stairs, so he doesn't even try to chase him down the stairs. So Rohan runs down the stairs, and halfway down the flight of stairs he sits there and he just meows and hisses at Toby. Also, Alex and I, we knew this, but we didn't realize it. It didn't matter because it was a neighbor's dog. In our neighborhood, like, there's a bunch of backyards that are touching. Our backyard touches 1, 2, 3, 4 backyards, and one of the backyards it touches has a dog named Toby also. So there's 2 Tobys in the neighborhood now. We also met a 17-year-old Doxy, a little dachshund, a 17-year-old named Oscar. Very cute name. Oscar the dog. I say dachshund in my head, so me saying dachshund out loud is like intentional, just so you know. Toby, this is a dog bed, you know? This right here, this part is where you're supposed to lie down. Do you want me to turn it over? You can see it's like a cozy little bed for you. It's literally Chihuahua sized. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm just a little guy. Are you just a guy? Just a fella? I hope you guys had a good Thursday. I had a good Thursday. I got a lot of work done. Stop. You're so cute, Toby. I wonder if I can show you. Ugh, the camera's just pointed below him. Maybe I can move you back a little bit, Toby. I feel like you need to see the way his face is resting. It's very cute. All right, I'm just going to scoot you back. like barely even at all. You do not need to get up for this. No, nothing is required of you, Toby. I just want everyone to be able to see your very cute little face. Come on, look at him. He's just a sweet baby. He's just tired. We went for a half-hour walk this morning. We walked to the park, and he peed 37 times. We went for 3 walks yesterday, but our walk was not fast. I let him smell every single thing he wanted to on the walk, and he smelled so many things. I bet you his little brain is exhausted. He worked so hard. He sniffed every single thing, and he peed on everything. By the time we got home, he was just lifting his leg. He wasn't even peeing anymore. He's very sweet, but he does need to go for walks. So we're going to be doing walks with him. He seems to really enjoy it. He's amazing on the leash. This dog is amazing on the leash. He doesn't pull at all. He does pull if a man, like there was a man who was jogging around the neighborhood and he was doing like laps. So every like 10 minutes he would come back around to where we were. And every single time Toby launched at him barking, and I was like, he laughed. The man laughed because I was like, what are you going to do, Toby? What are you going to do? How are you going to protect me from anything ever? But he didn't do it for women or kids, and he didn't do it for dogs, just for men. And I'm fine with that. He barks when Alex comes in the room. I'm sure eventually he will get over his fear of men when it comes to Alex, because Alex is very predictable. The way he enters a room is almost always the same. The volume with which he speaks is almost always the same. I'm sure that it won't take long before he recognizes Alex as like not a threat. But still, even now, when Alex enters the room, he probably barks 50% of the time he'll bark, and then 50% of the time he'll not bark. So again, he's got years to figure it out, but I think he's already figuring it out. He still barks at the cats. Peekaboo is scared of him but holds her ground. Rohan is scared of him and bolts. Like, Rohan has zero interest in sticking around to see if he can fight Toby. Toby knows he can fight Rohan. But he was amazing on his walk. He doesn't try and pick up stuff on the floor that he's not supposed to, which I think is awesome because I have birds, and when you have birds, you know that things that are on the floor is an always occurrence. Literally, I swept this morning just before the stream, and all this is now on the floor. I can see little bits. So the fact that he doesn't eat stuff that he finds is awesome, because there is definitely going to be stuff on the floor that he's not supposed to eat. Also, he doesn't eat the cat food, which is so cool. So this morning, Peekaboo and Toby ate together. Toby was chasing Peekaboo around the kitchen, but Peekaboo was not deterred by him because she wanted food. So I poured some of her food on the floor, I gave him his food, and then I gave her the rest of hers in her bowl, and he didn't even touch hers. He sat quietly and ate a few bites of his food while he waited for Peekaboo to eat hers, and he just kept staring at her like he wanted to be so close to her, and she was just eating her food, and she'd lift up her head every once in a while and go like, meh, and then go back to eating. So I think Peekaboo and Toby are going to eventually be able to cuddle on the same surface together. That being said, Thunder didn't really do that either. Like, Thunder and Peekaboo weren't close. They just tolerated each other like fine. I think that Rohan and Toby are going to eventually be like buddies, because I think that Toby is going to be so excited to like roughhouse with Rohan once Rohan realizes that he can, because for some reason right now Rohan feels that he is he feels like Toby is like a big dog. Like, Toby's acting like he's a big dog and Rohan's acting like it's true, which is very bizarre because Rohan's twice the size. But anyway, he's got a very Chihuahua disposition, a very Chihuahua personality, and I'm totally okay with that because I really like that disposition and that personality. I thought it was, Thunder was a unique individual among Chihuahuas, and he is, obviously. Thunder was the most special Chihuahua there ever was. However, a lot of his idiosyncrasies that I attributed to him specifically are actually Chihuahua personality points. So I do love a Chihuahua. And now I've got another Chihuahua. Our house feels so full. Our house feels like it has all of the animals it's supposed to have. I'm surprised. I keep calling him Thunder by accident. It's not intentional. But it keeps happening where I keep calling him Thunder and correcting myself, and then I keep calling Rohan CJ. It's like ever since this dog came into our house, I've been improperly calling our cat and him. Sorry, I had you on mute. I was calling for my appointment. Did I miss something new? You didn't miss anything new except for that our little puppy dog here is such a sweet and protective boy. He barks at every man that that approaches me, even if they're just approaching like to pass me on the sidewalk. Toby barked at them and showed them who was the boss, even though what is he even gonna do? How are you gonna protect me, Tobe? How are you gonna protect me? What are you gonna do to protect me? Are you gonna bark at them until they submit? I'm just moving some stuff out of the way so that you can see him better. Put some yarn over here. Oh, Jesus. Well, that didn't work. I just poured balls of yarn all over the floor. Excuse me. I need to skip a few 99, 100. Ugh. There, now I can move you back a little bit more so everyone can see how cute you are. When you put your little feet down, what is even that? What are those about? I think those are the longest little Chihuahua legs I ever saw. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. So, oh, little Toblerone, aren't you the cutest? Okay, now that I'm looking at him in front of me, my little Toby drawing, it's not perfect, but it definitely has the right colors. You look just like this, Toby. Oh, you look just like this. Look how much it looks like him. He's so good. He's such a good boy. He's so sweet. So simple. Only 2 brain cells. You only have 2 brain cells, don't ya? Oh, yes, he does. Okay. Very sweet little guy. Just only 2 brain cells. He was tragically born with a harsh lack of brain cells. But he's so sweet. Okay, what do you say we look at the garden first to start off the morning? While I drink my coffee, we can look at what was going on in the garden. I'll show you some of the little photo shoot I did of Toby. I'll try to fix my hair. Keep that volume going for as long as possible. Come on, volume. You know, on hair wash day, I just want like volume for one day before it turns into scraggly greasiness. Alright, and there. Alright. Coffee time. My hair is gonna bother me. I can feel it. Today is a hair bothering me kind of day. Turns out, even though I tried to style my hair, today's going to be a slicked back ponytail type of day, I think. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, I've just figured out what I want to do today. I knew I wanted to do a thing. I'm going to be seeing my sister as per usual on Fridays, but I wanted to pick mulberries. Mulberry season is on. They're ripe now. I saw them on the ground in a spot that I usually look for them. Okay, so let's have a look-see in Discord. So you can see, I'll just do this so you can see him. I know, it's the priority. Nope, sorry, Toby. You don't get to be in the video right now. You just lie there and be really cute, okay? Okay, so this morning a poppy opened up and it looked so pretty. And I just want you to see it. Well, I guess what I'm doing next Friday. I'll be real close to you. Friday, next Friday. What could possibly be next Friday? Let me see the number. Next Friday is the 4th. That's nothing. 4th of July. You'll be close to me. Is that when you're going to have your thing? Is it going to be at this hospital? Anyway, this poppy, look at this. It opened today. You got it. Well, good. I'm glad that you're coming to this hospital because it's a good hospital. Also, my yarrow, I have a new color opening. This one is apricot. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? I'm obsessed with my yarrow this year. Love that yarrow color. Also, I have a poppy opening up in a new color. So we've had yellow and pink and orange. And now we have a new color of poppy opening up today. This is like a dark cherry sort of color. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to save seeds from this one. This is a California poppy. This is a tropical sunset variety. But it's like this dark fuchsia. It's very pretty. It's not even all the way open yet. I'll take a picture when it opens, but this is what it looks like this morning. Probably it'll open in the afternoon. Another yarrow color has hit the chat. This one is a pale pink. Very pretty, very lovely. And then there's the bright, like hot pink. So there's two colors here. The pale pink and then the hot pink. Those are two different plants. You can also tell because they're two different heights. Flowers. This is just an angle of, whoa, it's teeny. I know, right? That's just a teeny one. It just is a California poppy. This is one of the front angles of my garden beds. And in this one, you can see the hummingbird salvia is doing really well. There's like one big spike of it coming up. But there's also a ton of Clarkia mountain garland right now. I could pick it every single day and I wouldn't be able to use it all up. There's so many of them blooming and they're so pretty. You can see there's the pink ones and then a little bit over there there's the purple ones. I've noticed there's a little bit more yellow in the garden than I want, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. What a lovely place. Thanks, Candace. I work really hard on it, so thank you. I need to come hang out there. Literally, this is a good recovery spot. But look at how the Clarkia looks. It's so pretty. And this is the hummingbird salvia. So you can see it kind of looks like hummingbirds are taking off, like taking off away from the plant, which is so cool. It's very pretty. This is another Clarkia mountain garland. This one is like the salmon, hot pink salmon. Very pretty. Looks great. Very pleased with it. I don't think I'll ever go without Clarkia mountain garland again. That's a forever plant for me. This pansy, interestingly, the heat wave seems to have upset the plant, and all of the flowers that are coming off of it now have this color. So these were like a dark fuchsia, and after the heat wave, they're all coming with this white. These flowers had no white on them, so I don't know what it is, because it's not a lack of water. They had enough water. It's not a lack of sunshine. They have the same amount of sunshine. The only thing that changed is the heat was in the 30 degrees Celsius range and then dipped back down to now we're in like the 24, 25 degrees Celsius range. But this is now the color. And you can see there's another one over here and there's one down here that are all the same. Oh. Is he gonna bark? Nope, he didn't bark. Good job, Toby. You did a good job. He didn't even bark. He's such a good boy. Here's another one. And you can see up at the corner here, it's not the whole pansy that's affected on every flower. Some of them, it's just like half of the bottom has turned white. But it wasn't like they turned white. It's like the newer flowers came out looking like this. Also, look at this. Our first zinnia is about to open. I thought this was going to be the Queenie Lime Orange, but now it might be the Salmon. I do see the green in the middle, but it doesn't really look like those petals are green. They just look orangey. So I think this might be a Salmon zinnia. It might be the Queenie Lime Orange. We won't know until she's a little bit more open, but it's starting. Our first zinnia of the season. Also, this was so exciting for me. Like, I don't know that you could even possibly understand it. This is a messed up bloom. Did you just hear me just stutter so bad? I thought you stopped to come say hi to me. You just stopped because you thought I was saying hi to you, and now I'm stopping to say hi to you, but you only stopped because you were saying hi to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi to me.
So, my favorite... Hi, Alex, from Candace.
Is that Gary up there?
Yes, it
How
is.
did he get up there?
He flew.
No.
He flew and landed in my makeup, and then I helped him get to there. But,
Awfully high up there.
yeah. Do you want to try and help him get to the tree?
Gary, come on. Come here. Nope.
No, he said no thank you.
Went higher.
He went higher. Did he try to bite? Here,
No,
let me-
he's just up there higher.
Okay, Gary, come here. Don't jump up. I knew you were gonna jump. I knew it. You can't fly well yet. You're not a good flyer. See this parrot. This Gary. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey. Hey, you sound like a squeaker toy. Oi, oi. Oi, don't bite me. Hey, 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 hey. You sound like a squeaker toy. You're gonna make that dog think you're a toy. Get dope. You little dopey boy. His little screeches. Now Toby's like, what is it? What toy is that? What is that? Oh, you gotta get it. You gotta get it. Look at this little wild animal. Watch when he shakes it. He grabs it and shakes it like he's gonna kill it. You gonna kill it? He could probably kill a mouse. The way he shook it before, he was like pretty violent looking. Look at him. He's so cute with a toy. Thunder didn't play with toys for like the last 5 years. I'm so excited to be able to buy a doggy toys. Are you gonna enjoy them? Come on, look how cute he is. Grr. 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 Look at this little, he's gonna growl at me. You can growl if I take it. Oh, I'm gonna take it from you. Oh, I'm gonna take it. Oh, I'm gonna take it. He's so tough. He's such a tough guy. Look at him. Okay, sorry. He's so cute, I can't stop. Okay, anyway, back to the plants. This is gonna rip the stuffing out of it one day and be so happy. I know, he loves to like chew hard on his back teeth. Like this is what he's doing right now. Watch, he gets it on his back teeth and then he just sits there, watch, ready? It feels so good on your teeth. He's so cute. Okay, anyway, this marigold is a Jolly Jester marigold. I know it looks like it's only half Jolly Jester because there's only 2 petals. There's one here and there's a hidden one up at the top. But I think this is just like the first flower is a mess. So I'm letting the flower continue. But I think that this plant is going to be a Jolly Jester marigold plant, which would mean It's right in the center of one of my garden beds, and it's huge. Like, the plant is very robust. So there's going to be a very good spotlight for the Jolly Jester this year. So I will very happily collect seeds for this one, and I will have enough seeds to never be in this position again. Also, here's what he's doing. Oh, it feels so good on his little teeths. But we can't let you chew one spot for too long, or else you're gonna take it apart. You're gonna pull it apart, and then you're gonna swallow pieces, and then we're gonna have an emergency vet visit. And we don't want that. Anyway, so that's what's exciting about this here marigold. Also, my first yellow calendula has opened, which is so exciting. Even though it looks like a dandelion, it's a calendula, and I need calendula this year, so it's gonna be fine. Oh, that flower that we didn't know what it was, it's candy tuft. It looks like, right here is what she looks like. Enema. You don't want that spelled wrong, I'm sure. Yeah, you don't want an enema. You don't want to have your stomach pumped, Toby. Hey, you're not allowed to walk around on the table. You can't do that. Hi, Toby. Can I have kisses? Can I have a kiss? Mwah. Thank you, baby. Mwah. Thank you, baby. Can I have a kiss? Can I have some loving? Oh, he's so cute. Are you giving kisses too? Sweet birds. You gonna give me a kiss? Stop. He's so cute. Look at him. He got his little toy. Back to chewing. Okay, I know you're super interested. Anyway, the flower we did not know what it was, the one we couldn't identify, was in fact a candy tuft. So, also this this coleus, sorry, I had to remember what it was called. This coleus is starting to really do things for me. I think it's a very pretty plant, turns out. Also, we have this nasturtium, and I wanted you guys to vote with me on it. Is this red or is this orange? Because if it's orange, I'm gonna pull it out of my garden. And if it's red, I'll leave it. The frustrating thing is, to me, the new flower right here looks red, but the old flowers look orange. So what am I supposed to do? We don't foster orange flowers in this home. This is not an orange flowered home. Also, our gorgeous snapdragons, these are the Chantilly snapdragons. I have another one just about to bloom, which is so exciting. And I want you to see this one that's blooming. It is the prettiest little yellow. It's actually a color that I usually hate. I don't like this color. This color is like a yellow with a hint of like a drop of acid green in it. So it's yellow, and up close you're like, yeah, that's like butter yellow, but the edges of the petals are so pale yellow they look green. So it's pretty. It's just not. It's not. It would look pretty somewhere. And I'm not going to destroy the plant because I'm sure there will be a bouquet where this looks good in it. It's just not my vibe. More Clarkia mountain garland just growing all over the place. Oh, I also took pictures of my feverfew so I could show you the different kinds that I'm growing. This is like traditional wild weed feverfew. This grows in the cracks of sidewalks where I live. It's like not a special plant, but it's still feverfew. This one is one I saved seeds for last year. I called it butter yellow middle or something, but it looks like it's kind of a tufted feverfew. Like if I was gonna name it again, I would probably call it yellow tufted because the middle part is kind of like fluffy. Again, here's what the regular feverfew. It's just got a yellow center and one round of white petals. This other one has one round of white petals, and then the inside, it's kind of like a cupcake zinnia, just very small. And then this one is what I thought that other one was. So I thought this was the double feverfew. No, this is the butter yellow. This is the double feverfew. So I have 3 varieties of feverfew right now. The double still has a center to it. It's a little greener, not quite so yellow. It still has a center, but you can see it has like a million layers of petals, versus the tufted has 1 layer of petals, and then the regular has 1 layer. So it's like 1 layer plus tufted, many layers. So there are 3 confirmed types of feverfew in my garden right now, and I love all 3 of them. I think I'm excited for this one to start getting some good stems on it, because I think this will look beautiful in bouquets. Okay, enough on that one foot. Let's switch feet. We can't be chewing the same foot for that long. Oh, you're such a sweet. He's sitting like such a gentleman. He's got his elbow over the little doggy bed. You got your elbow over there. I wonder how you are with cutting your nails, because it's almost time for us to do your first nail cut. Anyway, feverfew's looking great. Also, I have new colors of sweet peas. This one is like a fuchsia, which is very pretty. I like it a lot. And then this one is I forget what it's called. I think it's excuse me, I think this one's called Spencer Highly Scented or something like that. It's like purple and blue. Really pretty. Lovely, lovely flower. Okay, and now moving on, I have my first sunflowers blooming. This is about probably 7 feet tall, maybe a little taller than that. It looks nice. This is from the paint box container sunflower variety. It looks awesome. Also, I'm letting this sweet pea go to seed because it's putting out so many flowers right now. I want that plant to grow next year because of how many flowers it's putting out at one time. And also, I think that it's near the end of my sweet pea season because of that heat wave we had. I think they're going to be done earlier than I hoped. But it is very florally robust. Here's that poppy that I was telling you about, the one that bloomed this morning. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? It's so ethereal. It's like almost glowing blue. It's like a purple poppy with blue light on it. It's so pretty. Can you not chew the same foot? You're gonna remove it. You've already bit through it. You can't. Is that why you had so many toys that are brand new? Because she knew you were gonna chew through them? She knew it? Sorry. Distraction. Anyway, beautiful poppy. I love those lavender poppies. Me too. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, what? It looks like tissue paper. They're so pretty. And this is just an annual. This is from poppy seeds from the grocery store. I know I say that every single time, but like, what? Oh, I picked the most beautiful bouquet yesterday for Alex, and I took photos of it so I could show you, because it was just so pretty. The yarrow was looking gorgeous. The Chantilly snapdragons were looking gorgeous. The moonlight nasturtiums look amazing. The feverfew looked so good. Doesn't this look so pretty? So that's a Chantilly snapdragon right here. Excuse me, I'm still coughing. Up here we've got bachelor's buttons, purple ones. There's a yarrow that's white. There's the Chantilly snapdragon again. So this one that goes from orange to yellow, that's one flower stalk. It changed colors. And then this one down here is just beautiful soft pink. Isn't it so pretty? And then the bachelor's buttons, the summer romance mix, looks so lovely too. I'm obsessed. Let me see if I got a good view of the blue ones. These bachelor's buttons are also lovely. The same illness that hit my bachelor's buttons last year seems to have hit my bachelor's buttons this year as well. I have really bad luck at this property. with bachelor's buttons. They seem to die at the soil level or like an inch above the soil level. Something gets in there. I don't know if there's an insect that's like hollowing out the stem or if it's like a blight that I'm not understanding, but something happens where one day it's fine and then the next day the whole plant is like wilted. So I'm going to be pulling most of my bachelor's buttons this weekend, unfortunately. Here's another picture of the bouquet because I took a lot of them. Look how pretty it is though. Are you kidding? Is that not the prettiest grouping of colors? Pink and yellow and white look so pretty together. Obsessed. This is the most beautiful bouquet. And it doesn't even have any scabiosa in it. Oh, I also took this picture for you so that you could see how good of a boy this boy is on a leash. Look how high he lifts that leg. This guy. Oh, also my rose campion opened this morning. I forgot to take a picture of it because I'm very intelligent, but this is what it looked like last night. But this morning it's open. Also, I was trying to get a picture of the heart on the side of Toby. As you can see, it just looks like a blob. It does look like a heart sometimes though. Also my Clarkia Mountain Garland, I just wanted you to see how beautiful and delicate, but also majestic and fancy and beautiful this is. Obsessed. So this is what it looks like the first one that opened. And this is the same plant. This is the first flower that opened. It's kind of puny and lackluster. And now look at this. Isn't that crazy? The change? First flower that opened, most recent flower that opened on the same plant. To me, that seems so bizarre. Anyway, that's that for that. Okay, and then I also uploaded a couple more pictures of Tobias so you could see how cute he is. I know he's sitting here with me, but like, look at this. Come now. Look at his little face. Look at this guy. Look at his tiny little head and his tiny little brain. Look at how long his freakishly long legs are. Look how long his legs are. You have freakish legs. He's so cute. And yeah, that is an air tag. He will not be lost on our watch. We have to get him microchipped, so until he's microchipped, we have an air tag on him. Alex wants to keep an air tag on him always, but we also need to get him a new collar because this is like it's a cat collar that we just had. We were going to give... No, we weren't. Alex said, we can just use Thunder's leather collar, and I said, no, that's Thunder's, so there was never even a chance. I don't know why I said we were going to use Thunder's. We were never gonna. But he's got this temporary collar on right now because he needs something to hold his name tag and the air tag. I want to get him a wider collar, or I want to make him a wider collar. I would love to find him a thick one, like the ones that greyhounds wear. They like wear a really wide collar. I'd like to have a wide one for him. If it had spikes on it, that'd be cool too. He's like a sphinx. Oh, totally. He does look like a sphinx. I was trying to show you the hearts on his back. So here's one heart. But I also wanted you to see how small he is when he's curled up. Look at how small he is. He just turns into nothing. God, I love Chihuahuas. They're so cute. Look at him. Look at his giant alien head. And his simple, brainless face. Look at those long, gorgeous legs. He's so pretty. Oh, he's my pretty little sphinx. Anyway, I just wanted you to see how cute he is. In case you forgot, here's how cute he is. He's the cutest dog. He's just a little guy. What was I gonna do? I was gonna say something. Was I gonna show you something? Oh yeah, a collar. I wanted to look up those greyhound collars because they look like a good option. Greyhound collar. The collars that people put on them are like super wide, like this. Let me see. Hold on a sec. Like this. Do you see how wide it is? I feel like I want him to have something wide like that. Although looking at this, I know it's an Etsy listing. I'm not gonna steal their idea, but like, I could make a collar for him. It's not like it needs to hold a lot of weight. You know. Candace, I love your memes. How it started, how it's going. Laura with a pile of rocks. That's me. A giant cotton ball. He's not even giant, though. He's just a little cotton ball. He's just a little fella. He doesn't know anything. His brain cells don't work. He only has 2 brain cells, and they're both offline right now. Okay. Excuse me? So much. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's look at what is involved in a collar. Like, is it a lot of work? Could I just build my own? What do we think? I saw a craft that might interest you. It's like an embroidery hoop. You lay it on plastic and hot glue around, and then you put dried flowers to fill it, then fill it in with Mod Podge or resin for a sun catcher. Ooh, that sounds interesting. With all of the dried flowers we have, that sounds like a good idea. Oh my god, he's so cute. Okay, let's think. Should I just buy him a collar? Oh! Or could I take a collar apart and reassemble it? You can buy emergency release clasps, I'm sure. He has, this is an emergency release because it's for cats. But I don't need him to have an emergency release because he's not going to be like alone out in the world. He's so freaking cute. He is the cutest. You know what I do have? I have a belt that doesn't fit me. I wonder if I could do something with it. I got this belt online, but it is too small. It fits around my waist, but like just barely. But it's the right width of a buckle. Like, I wonder if I could just cut it down to his length and then add a hole. What do you think of this color, Toby? Do you like that? That's pretty cool looking. You could crochet a thick one, all different colors for each occasion. That's not a bad idea either. Excuse me. What about this? If I were to cut this to be the length for you, Toby, that would be nice. The belt, add studs to it. I think it could be nice. Where are my scissors? And I need something to put a hole in it with. What do I have that could put a hole in it? Not those scissors. What do you think, Tobias? Does this look like a nice belt for you? I think he says, yes it does, Mumsy. This is not what his leash sticks on either, so it doesn't even need to be strong. His leash goes on a harness because he's little, and I wouldn't dream of having his neck be the spot. Can I see where your neck will go? Where the buckle will go? I know, it's so intimidating, isn't it? Okay, so if that's your collar, then I think right there will be a good spot for a hole. You birds, shush. You know what? I dropped those other scissors. I picked them up. They will work perfect to make a hole. The belt, I think, will work. Let's just try it out though. I was disappointed that this belt didn't fit, but it was clearance. It's fine. Okay, if that's the hole, well, it will be. Good. And that'll tuck into here, just like this. And then I can round off this side. I should use the nice scissors for that. Please hold. It said it was real leather. It clearly was not. But that's fine, because I'm using it as a dog collar anyway. Okay. There we go. Now he's got a little belt. What do you think, Tobes? I think this is probably big enough to hold. It is. It looks like it'll fit his air tag perfectly. I love that for him. Again, this is not what his leash will stick on. This is literally just his fashion accessory, so that if he ever gets lost, he has identification. We wouldn't want to embarrass him having no ID. Imagine. Couldn't be me, right, Toby? Couldn't be you. Okay, hold on. If that's where it goes, then this goes like this and like this. Perfect! AirTag fits. Okay. And then that can go like this. Okay, Tobe? Let's see how it feels. You let me know what you think, okay? I know, it's hard at first, I promise. It's not gonna be too tight. It's just a wide belt. But it's not gonna be too tight. It fits. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. You're so handsome. Wow, what a handsome little fella. You look so good with your new belt. Oh, there. Does it feel so nice and cozy? Lots of room. Look, see, lots of room. Not too tight on you. I just want it wider. I don't like the skinny look. The little skinny belts. Come on, look at you. You're so handsome. You look so handsome. He's like, it's a bit wide. Is it too wide? I'm sure Alex will let us know if it's too wide, won't he? What do you think of Toby's new belt?
Beautiful.
You look like a handsome little king. Oh, with a pretty belt. Oh, wow. That's so nice. You look like so good. You look like the handsomest chihuahua on the block. With your cool accessories. You look cool, Tobe. You look cool. Do you feel cool? Because you look bonita. But do you feel bonita? Huh? He's like, yeah, I am bonita. I feel bonita. Do you feel bonita? Well, good, because you look bonita. Mwah. Okay. Well, there's one thing done. I do need to put his new tag on, the new collar. You're not really a collar wearer at home, I'm going to be honest. We're not really a collar wearing family. Are you good? Can I have your foot? Or you just want cuddles? What should we do today, guys? Should we draw pictures? Should we pet Toby more? Should we crochet something? We could try to crochet you a collar. What do you think? You're gonna need sweaters this winter, aren't you? Mwah. We're gonna need sweaters. Hey, Toby. Mwah. You wanna come sit with me? Oh, you just want to sit on my shoulders like how your mummy showed me. Oh, don't pull my shirt down. Oh, he's just a little guy. All right. What are we gonna do? More doggy sweaters. We do need more of those. Because they won't fit you if they're for Thunder. Because you're not Thunder, you're a whole new guy. Maybe you'll wear one of Thunder's sweaters, huh? I don't know, man. Do you like it? I made it out of a belt. you sit here. Gorgeous, gorgeous boy. And no, hold on. Let me think. Let me think. No, you stay here. Do you hear him? Hi, Rohan. Ooh. What are you gonna do? Toby. Hey, Toby. Toby. You can go chase. Whoa, excuse me. You can go chase him, but you gotta do it on the ground. You can't sit on here. Here he comes, Rohan. Okay. So what we could do is some drawing. That's what I want to do. So that's what I think we should do. Maybe we can find a way to draw Toby for the emoji, because we have an emoji for all the other animals in the family. We have one for Peekaboo, we have one for Thunder, we have one for Beelzebub, we have one for Rohan, we have one for Alex, and we have one for CJ. So we should get one for Toby. I guess I should probably use a photograph though. I used a photo for the other guys. What in the ADD is going on around here? I just got hella nauseous. One sec, I need to get a glass of water. Why does this happen to me every freaking morning? For someone who's not pregnant, I am nauseous all the time. Toby, you can't have it. He doesn't want to be your friend. Toby doesn't want to be your friend. Toby is sitting in the play position with his head down and his bum up and his tail wagging, staring at the cat. We can also paint. I wish I had watercolors. I want to play with watercolors right now. But I don't have watercolors. I also don't want to make a huge mess, so maybe we won't paint. Maybe we'll just draw. I do want to figure out how to draw Toby. Because I can draw Thunder from memory. Like, I know exactly what to draw for Thunder to look like Thunder to me. Obviously, I'm just drawing a Chihuahua, but for me, it just feels like I can tell that it looks like Thunder when I draw Thunder. And I would like to get to that point where I can draw Toby and make it look like Toby, not just a generic Chihuahua, you know? So here is the picture we drew during the last stream, and it just kind of looks like a generic Chihuahua, which is okay. That's just not what we're going for. We're aiming for it to look like Toby, not just a Chihuahua. I feel like I need it to be a little bit angled so that I can be looking at the page upright. I guess that's better than nothing. I'll bring you guys over here. So this is what we did last time. We could probably add some more lines in now. Do you guys have any good plans for the weekend? I don't have any plans that I know about, except that Alex and I might go to this garage sale. Apparently there's a local garage sale that's like, the one in Ottawa is called the Great Glebe Garage Sale. And we didn't get to go to it this year. And we were both sad about that. But there's one here in Hamilton that's like similar. That's like a whole neighborhood does their garage sale on the same day. So that could be cool. But I don't need anything. I'm like not in a needing things place right now. He has these like little eyebrow hairs. There we go. No, just do stuff so house is ready for me to chill for a few days after Friday, do the house cleaning, laundry, all the fun stuff. Yeah, I am not really looking forward to getting back to everything and getting everything organized. I did all the laundry yesterday, so that's one thing that's done. I'm very happy it's done. I did, I think, 5 loads yesterday, washing and drying, which is a lot for me to do all at once. But I put away all the laundry as well. I was still feeling a little under the weather, so I actually took a nap after I put all the laundry away. But now all of our clothes are clean. All of our socks and underwear are clean, which is such a good feeling. I do love clean laundry time. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit of detail stuff. I don't think we have anything this weekend though, not that I can think of. I think I'm probably gonna see my parents. I don't know if Alex will. He might, but I might go today with my little sister to do that stuff. No real big plans though, nothing exciting for me. You know what I might do this weekend? Not today. What I might do this weekend for fun is I might go to the garden centers and see what they have on clearance. That's going to be my big fun adventure this weekend. Because at this time of year, usually, the garden centers are clearing out all of their stuff, all of the annuals. And, they sometimes do big clearance on the perennials, and if they do, then I can add another perennial to my garden, you know? Toby, you can't. He doesn't want to be your friend yet. You just have to wait until he's ready. He'll come to you. I feel like their jaw ends like here. You know? Like that. Adds a little more. Oh, also, Alistair has now watched The Lion King, and he's now watched The Lion King, the live action one, and he calls that one the real one. So he says the real Simba and the real Scar. And he said the other day, yesterday, I called my sister just to chat, and I was talking to her, and Alistair said, real Scar has arrived. And I was like, has arrived? He says now. Real Scar has arrived. He's 2. Hearing a 2-year-old say, the real Scar has arrived is just, I don't know, there's something humorous about it. Everything this kid does makes me laugh though, so it could just be that he's humorous. That's possible. Anywho, that's all I got. I don't got anything exciting to talk about. Today is not an exciting talk about day. The world is on fire, but we don't have to worry about it because we're here. Gotta have him watch Fern Gully. It's a good one. Yeah, I'm sure he will get to everything, but right now his attention span is such that he wants to watch The Lion King every single day. And on top of wanting to watch it every single day, he also wants to sing all of the Lion King songs every day. And on top of that, he also wants you to sing the Lion King songs every day. And I obviously oblige. He's allowed to have as much of it as he wants right now because it's not annoying yet. I'm sure there's going to be a point where we're like, we can't put it on right now. It's sleeping. The Lion King is sleeping, but so far it's not become annoying yet. Okay, that's looking more Chihuahua-y, I think. I feel like we could even take away some of this part of his head. Like that. I just looked over to see him and he's not there. And he's got a round head, but like the side is kind of straight. Like this zone is kind of a straight line. And then his bulging eye. Yeah, that looks better. And then this has to come like that, which means it'll come to here, which means that wouldn't exist. There. That looks good. Kind of Chihuahua-y. Not like a perfect Chihuahua, but you know, it's a Chihuahua. Okay. There. And then there's kind of like a shadowy zone after their eyes because their eyes are so bulgy. There. Here's Toby. Toby the Chihuahua. Now I feel like this over here is like a little bit too far. It needs to be like here, which would then bring the jaw up a little bit because he's a Chihuahua. There. It's cute. You'll get more accustomed to drawing him soon. It'll take a bit. Yeah, it'll take a bit. But this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the way this one looks. Looks Chihuahua-y at least. At least it looks like a Chihuahua. You know what I mean? We're getting somewhere. Now, I want to try and do one that shows how long his legs are because he has like freakishly long legs. And I think that could be the vibe. I think that could be a good vibe for us. Now, are we going to do one where he's lying down? Or are we going to do one where he's standing? The Sphinx version. Yeah. Okay. So, the Sphinx version has him kind of, let me see. He's not on a flat plane. He's sitting he's sitting and he gets closer to the camera or closer to the foreground. So if our foreground is not going to go past like here, then this part, let's just give me some borders to work in. You know me, I don't like having it go right to the edge of the page. I find that upsetting. Okay, and he is what, roughly 2 times as tall as he is long in this? I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this and I'm trying to determine how he is positioned in space. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna follow the direction of the lines of his legs as my guide. I'm gonna make it, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do a rectangular prism, I think. So like if this is his positioning, if this is the box that his body is sitting inside of, you know? Like that. If that's the box he's sitting inside of, right? Then we have, well, it kind of, he's also got a vanishing point, I guess, so that's not right either. Hold on. So, if my perspective disappears like here, let's say, then I can do like, I feel like that's not wide enough. Maybe the perspective goes to here. And we can go like 1. Yeah. And then we can go like 2. Sure. And then you are gonna go like this. Right? No, your legs kind of go like this. Okay. And then that's gonna be the same up to here, up to here. Sorry, I just want it to be straight. Don't want to risk it. Non-shatter. What rulers shatter? Okay, so if this is how he's sitting, like in space, then we'll have lines that come up from here. Just straight up and down lines. Because he's gonna be like a 3D shape in space. I just want his perspective to not make 0 sense, you know? I want it to make at least a little bit. Okay. And if that's our first line, then our second line is going to use the same vanishing point, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so that's our first vanishing point. Fine. Now we're going to use that same point to do his full height, which I think at his tallest is going to be like up here, you know, like this. Good. And then this can go to here. Okay, so here's the shape of Toby. Something's not right. I think he's not gonna be... I know what I'm thinking, you know? I just don't know how to...
July 1st or Tuesday?
I don't know. Might be. Who's to say?
I don't know. I was gonna be like, do you want to see 28 years later then?
On Canada Day?
Yeah?
Yeah.
If we're not doing other stuff.
I don't think we are.
We could just sneak in a little movie here.
Ooh, just a cheeky movie?
Like a cheeky movie.
Alright. Okay, the Sphinx version, that's what we're doing. If I can remember how to draw, I don't know what this drawing is, but it feels wrong. Where's my eraser? My good eraser. I know what my brain wants to do, I just don't remember how to do it. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to try and do shapes. And I feel like this is not what I'm trying, like what I'm doing right now is not what I'm trying to be doing. I just know he's in space, not like he has long legs. This looks wrong. It's just wrong. I'm gonna just try to freehand it. I feel like my shape drawing is not helping me. It's making me more confused. Okay. Sorry, I can't see you guys at the same time. There we go. Okay. So, if we're starting... It's just hard for me right now for some reason. Let me see what shapes he is first. So he's got kind of a rounded bum, and the bum comes forward into his chest, and his chest is kind of square a little, and then he's got these freakishly long legs, which obviously I will be emphasizing how freakishly long they are. Okay, and then he has this cute little tuft. Sure. The tuft goes like this, and then the other arm is also freakishly long. That arm just comes out. And this one is just straight for no reason. But we will have them be parallel. And this one's just a little longer, again, for perspective. And then your shoulder comes up. And that's the square chest. And then this one is the front part of that chest, which means this is where your neck actually is. So there's your collar. And you've got a big floofy face. Okay, Beelzebub, I don't know that that was necessary. Got a big floofy neck. And your neck converts into where your ear is. And then your face, or your head. Just kind of straight, straight. And then floofy neck culminates at gigantic eyeball, nose, mouth, and nose and mouth, there's a space, other eyeball, and then eyeball turns into ear. And then other side ear. Cute, fluffy, fluffy. And then tiny little bum with a little hip, a little foot, and elbow turns into your tummy, and tail. How does your tail look? Maybe your tail will be flicked up. Okay, what do we think? How's that look? Excuse me. I mean, obviously it doesn't look like anything, but it will. The point is that his legs are freakishly long in this picture. That's the main point. What's that other foot look like? It's kind of straight all the way. And then there's a toe, there's a nail, there's a toe, there's a nail, then way up here there's a nail. And then on this foot we have toenail, toenail, and toenail. All right, at least it's looking kind of dog shaped. That's good. Feel like that's a step in the right direction. This is a straight line from here down till it meets that elbow. And we don't see the back of the elbow here because it's kind of hidden. Okay, now let's narrow down the face a little bit here. So in his face we have, he's not really got a spherical head, he's kind of got like an ovally head, this part. And then we've got his eyes, which they kind of look like they're going like this way on the sphere. And then this one's perfect little almond. He's such a beautiful dog. And then this one is more of a sideways eye. And then the nose is got like a nice straight triangle on this side, and then on this side it's kind of round. And then we got the little nostril, comes down, comes down, okay. And he's got nice big Chihuahua features. The eyeball is the farthest point on his face that shows. And he's got a little collar. And he's got a super thick neck. It's the edge of his face. Where's your jaw go? Kind of like here. Okay. And then this side, under your eyeball, is this fuzziness. Okay, that's looking more Chihuahua-y. Cute. a little bit. And then your ear. Look at them long, sexy legs. Kidding, he does have long, skinny legs though. He really does. He has, like, some might argue the longest. Okay, so this comes out. There's like this triangle here. And that comes to a point, but it's like a soft point. And then this comes straight, curves in a little. Then it's gonna come in like this. And then this is gonna, not quite, something's still off here. Okay, the bottom of the ear is fluffy. And then there's this rounded piece, and then the ear comes around like this. Okay, that's better. Not quite so big. This little spot there, and then this one. Can't see it, his head is in the way. Good. There. Okay, that's looking pretty close. That's starting to look like him, or at least it's looking accurately like a Chihuahua now. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Good. And then his ear is, like, this whole zone of his ear is so fluffy. You just can't even see what's happening in the ear. And then he's got floofy, 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 floofy. And he's super floofy. Okay, and now for those eyeballs. Let's get these eyes to look like Toby. Toby's eyes have a nice oval shape, and the bottom is like a perfect round, like this. And then he does have like an eye lid, sort of, on the outside. And then on this side, it's gonna just cut off the eyelid, that is. And then it's eyeball. And then the under eye is kind of cut off also. And then he doesn't have any white in his eyes, but, you know. I always add it anyway. There. And then his face, it's like this whole area is the one color. And under his eye, this area is one color. And that area is one color. And then on his side, not on his shoulder, it's like farther back, he has his little heart. There. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, here's the picture that I've drawn. Here's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. This is what I've drawn. Let me see if I can get it to be a better close-up. Here's what I drew. And that's what I'm looking at. So his face is not quite right. There's his face. There's what I drew. His face. That's what I drew. So I think he's a little less happy. So I think we just have to adjust for that a bit. So we'll do the same thing here, but it'll end in a point. And the same thing here. and it'll go straight. And then this whole section is mouth. And then this whole section is his double chin. Okay, looking good. Thank you. I feel like this also, I can see it, like this in the picture, I can see it. And that's a little better, I think. And then I think that his under eye, you can kind of like feel it, you know? Just that Chihuahua eyeball. Okay. I think that's a bit better, a little less. He's just kind of got like a bit of a grumpy old man situation happening. Okay, so that's that, and then we'll have your pupils. No cataracts? Who is he? Okay, and then he has, this is not so big, I think. And this, same thing. And then he has whiskers that mostly point down. There's one on his eye, a couple over here, a couple on the hair of his chinny chin chin. There. Hey there, how are you doing? Yeah, how are you doing? Molly, welcome, 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 welcome back. Nice to see you. Congratulations, Molly. Long time no see. Welcome. Okay, so here is our rough Toby. I think the main important thing is how long these legs are. So I'm gonna be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves, and I am going to go to the bathroom, so don't go anywhere. Oh, such a sweet dog. Okay, one sec. Thanks. As I'm just sitting here chatting into the microphone. Don't worry about me, friends. Okay, so there we go. Now you can hear me. Sorry about that. Okay, so let me just look at this here. If I just erase just his little noses, his wee little nose, then I can come back out here and do it again. Okay, so his eyeball is not covered. Neither is his under eye. His under eye gets to be involved. Okay, then his nose happens. And his nose is round. The top is round. And then here it comes from way back here actually and creates that little hole. And then there will be another hole. And this one doesn't have a lot of thing behind it. This one does, okay. Then this one comes down in a nice straight line down to here. And then this one comes in a round line. And then this is like up the middle of it. Okay. My LVA is extremely high, not sure if that has affected my valve. Glad you're getting it fixed. My dad recently had heart failure and LVAD, so I totally understand the world. Open heart is just some little fixes. Hopefully it goes perfect. Hopefully it does go perfect. We think it will. Okay, inner corner of eye to the tip of his nose. And then this is where things change direction, right? This piece is bigger and gets around, smaller and comes down. That looks good, right? Do that a little bit more like this. And this one can go a little bit further over. Roughly the same height though. Okay, that feels good for the nose. Okay, so now that I feel good about the nose, that's where I'm gonna start. Sorry, this is where you're gonna, is my head gonna end up in the video? Let me see if I can get this to be a little bigger for you. And then if I can rotate, nope, not that way. This way? No, this way? Okay. Oh, maybe like that. Okay. Here's as best as I can do for you right now. Oh God. Actually, that's not bad. Okay. The dimensions of the face look good. I think so too. I think the dimensions work. These seem to make more sense. Okay, so this side of his nose starts farther back. Because there's this. And this piece is a little bit round. And then this side's a little bit round. There's not a lot showing on that side before we get to this. Okay. But on this side, we have a little more, right? Okay. And now can do his eyeballs. Okay, hold on here. Okay. Sorry, this part requires all of my brain power, apparently. Okay. Laura, did your sister have her baby? Yes, Elizabeth was born. When was she born is a good question. Sometime in March. There we go. Look at that. Looking okay. Looking like a Chihuahua. And then we have his fuzzy wuzzy little hairs. Okay. And then his super long. Okay, and then this whole area is blacked out because he has dark lips. How do I do his mouth? How do you do a mouth that's dark? Like, he has dark skin and his white hair is thin here. Actually, I think I figured it out. Never mind, I don't need your help anymore. Okay, and then that part comes out like this, and then this part comes out of like here, which brings us to, hold on, this part comes to maybe there. Then he's got his like fat little double chin. Okay, and then he's got the same kind of fat neck that Thunder had. First, let's give him his collar. Okay, there's his fat little neck. That fat Chihuahua neck. And he's got all this little fur. Okay, I feel like now we're getting the hang of Toby. I think it's getting better. Give him time, you'll fatten him up and he'll get a double chin. He has like a baby double chin. Not the way Thunder's was. Thunder had a very good, a well-established double chin. Okay, and then this part is kind of like smooth. And then his ear. pretty smooth. Okay. And then his face gets kind of this little pointy area right there. Okay, and then the other ear. What are you doing? The other ear comes just above the eye, which honestly feels like we didn't go far enough out. Okay, and that's pretty much straight. Okay, good. And he's got these long whiskers. Okay, there's your face now, and you look a little worried, but that's okay. We'll get you to look less worried as we continue. Let's get those pupils to be gigantic the way God intended. You can color those in because we're going to use white paint to do our highlights after. Okay. How's that look? I think it's starting to look good. Okay, I think I figured out what part of my problem is, and that is that this eyeball would be partially obstructed by shadows. Like, that's your face, right? There we go. And then, what are your eyes doing? The hairs come down like this. Okay. I don't know why I'm concentrating so hard on it. Okay, I feel like this comes out a little farther on you than where I drew it. And same thing on this side. Cute. And now we need to do, there's like always a line on their little heads because they are just so freakishly shaped. Okay, and now let's do his body a bit. We have a little bit of visibility here before we turn into his freakishly long legs. Same thing over here. There's some fluffy tuftiness. And then these two parts, this is where we're gonna have to concentrate again, okay? What do paws even look like? That's the real question. So first we have his super long leg, which doesn't really require a lot of thought until it's time for his weird little knee. Okay, so then he's got his weird knee, right? And then his paw comes out again. And on the other side, it's just fluffy. And then we get a straight line on both. Good. And then on this side, it gets round. And there's like floofiness up here. And then a nail comes out of the floofiness. Cool. And then we have a finger. And that, okay, hold on. From this side, we've got our little bone. Then we have like a thicker area. And then it goes like this, and then it gets floofy. And then it goes up. And it comes back down, it goes like this. And then this side goes like that. Good, 1, 2, 3. Something went wrong here. This needs to go all the way to like here. Good, and then this needs to go back like this, even though you are floofed over. And then you also come down because there's still another toe, we just can't see it. Right? Why does it look so effed up? Why am I not good at drawing paws? Why are his paws freakish? Something's wrong. Okay, and then there's his weird little leg shape. Cool. And then this kind of just goes straight on the other side. And then there's a floofy edge of his toe. And this one we actually get toe beans visible. And then there's the line of that claw. And then there's floof over that too. And then this one we also get access to toe beans. Lucky us. And then up here, this comes up, stays floofy. And then right here there will be a dew claw, which is also attached to a little toe, but we don't really like to think about that because it's kind of gross. So there's our first one. There's our second one. Your toe nail. Good. And then there's also a third one there, but you can barely see it. Then you can just be floofy after that. Why are these so wrong? Oh, actually that fixed it. They're just supposed to be closer together. Okay, I'll do it with white pen. It's fine. I think it looks okay. Okay, there we go. Here's his freakishly long feet. Not my best work. Okay, and now for his back leg, I'm gonna do, actually I think I'll do like this. I'll start his back and bum. And he's got a really nice floofy Chihuahua tail. No thinness like Mr. Thunder had. His tail is nice and floofy, like a little flag. And it's good and thick also. There we go. And then he's gonna have a little round bum. And then this paw, we're barely even gonna see it because it's mostly under his belly. Which is all this warm zone there. And then his little leg. And then his little foot. And then his little area here is a heart, but it's in his hair. So I feel like it'd be even better if we could do it with the direction of his hair. There. And then he's got different colors. That and like that. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about the coughing. All right, now let's take us a quick sec and do some erasing to see what we actually got under here. Man, I would wear this on a t-shirt. Look how cute he is. I wish I knew where my large eraser was. Okay. All right, we lost a little bit of detail on a few things. That's okay though. We can fix it. So first, let's finish that eyeball. I feel like your eye is open. That much. Okay. Okay. So now I need to do some... Good thing you are so good. That eraser would not do for my talents. Lol. I need to find my bigger erasers. What's up? Okay, so now I want to do a little bit of line work on his like for his fur, because I feel like we kind of lost how fluffy he is in my little drawing here. So I think I'll start with like maybe his ear. This one. Where does the hair want to go? It goes like this way. Okay, his nose is black, but I don't want to color it in black because black is my outline color and I just don't want to. So instead I'm going to do a little pointillism. And hopefully that will convey the same idea. Okay, so his nose is supposed to be the farthest thing out. For this area. And then this is actually not even supposed to show. Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna have to go in here with the white paint again. Okay, and I'm just gonna do my best with the ears. I just don't want them to look too smooth. I feel like he has some other fluff. I feel like right here there needs to be something to let us know that his face is actually little. And I don't know exactly what it is, but I think it's like what I need to do. Some kind of shape. Just some lines might help even. Yeah. Just so you can really understand how tiny his little face is. Okay, and then for this ear, we have a lot happening. We've got long hairs going this way. Then we have long hairs going that way. Then we have hairs coming inside the ear. Okay, so the edge of his ear is fluffy. What do you mean out? You're already out, Gary. When Gary practices out, he always does it when he's already outside. The birds can say out, and when they do, I let them out of their cage. And Beelzebub knows to say it when she wants to come out of her cage, but Gary only practices when he's already out. Okay, and then that. Bonjour from Canada. Louisa, ciao from Italia. Hey, Louisa. Good morning. Okay, I think I do need to do a little bit of white paint. Where did I put the white paint? For sure I put it somewhere that makes a lot of sense and that is totally a safe spot for it. That's a joke. Okay. I don't even want to use very much. I just want to fix one of the issues, which for me is this eyeball. think that should be enough to fix it. It's not what it's gonna look like, I promise. Yes, he needs that spark in his eye, that little twinkle. No, this is where I'm correcting the shape that I did for this one. It's too hot. 36 degrees. That is too hot. Okay, so if his eye's here, this eye is gonna be like this. But the inner corner is gonna be right here. Eyeball and the nose are basically touching. Okay. Doing the pupil right now, or I'm just whiting out the spots that I feel like are not pupilled. There. So if that's what his pupils are going to be like, try again here. We lost ink. Oops. Okay. Okay, and then his little eyeball. Okay, that's his eyeball, right? Come on. Good bird. One sec, I'm just trying to feel my way through this eyeball fix that I'm doing. There. Cool. The heart on his back is everything. The heart on his back is everything. He is the moment. This is also gonna be round, and that's also gonna be round because his eyes are huge. There. Okay, now he's got eyeballs that sort of make more sense. I'm gonna make the pupils just a teeny bit larger, if I can. Of course, when you get paint on your markers, sometimes they won't write anymore. he's mostly pupil, much like most Chihuahuas. They're almost all eyeball, and they're also almost all pupil. Okay, so now that we have pupils in place, we can do our dots for shiny, because Chihuahuas are always about to cry. Like literally, they're always right about to cry. Okay, now this is a little bit too much darkness. He's not a very dark Chihuahua. I don't think that works either. Okay, hold on, guys. You're fine. There. Yeah, that's a little better. A little less fluff. There. And now I can take this and I can... Well, if the marker wants to start working again anyway. Aw, he's cute. And he has a heart in the color of thunder. Are you kidding? That's so cute. Okay, and now I'm gonna do... Gary, Beelzebub, stop it. Stop that. Stop that this instant. Why, could you... Why do I do this to myself? It's like I'm surprised that getting acrylic paint on my marker pens is gonna make them stop working. Why is that surprising? Good. Success. Okay. Very cute. That's a cute puppy dog. I tell you what, that actually looks pretty close. That looks pretty good. Looks kind of like him. And then his heart. Which is great. Add just a few more little hairs. His elbows are extra hairy. Jules, are you still here? Are you picking me up or am I picking you up? I feel like the last thing we talked about was that I was picking you up. And is that happening still? And don't say, yeah, come over. Am I picking you up? Are we going out? There's a line here. I'm picking you up. Oh, okay. Well, great. Are you picking me up at soon? Are you already here? I'd invite you in. Oh yeah, and I screwed this paw up a little bit. Gotta get that claw back in place. Okay, and then this claw. And that claw. Okay. Well, that helps, actually, whiting out the space for the claw. That looks good. Looking more paw-like. getting ready to head out. Love that for me. That's his paw, that's his toe pad. And then over here, there is another paw, or another toe. So we'll white that out so that we can fix those lines. Nothing a little white paint won't fix. There we go. Let that dry for a sec. And then I can go back over here while that's doing its thing. And we can... Oh my gosh, my stomach just growled. Okay. There and there. Remove extra. And this area is the toe bean. And this is his first. Come on, don't do this. First nail, then this is crisscross, and it's his second one. Don't do this to me right now, pen. I'm doing something. I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to do something. Okay. Come on, you. You barely have to do anything. You just have to make a black line. How hard is that? Okay. There. Now he has toenails that look really cute, and there's another toenail over here, but we can just draw that like this. Nobody needs to see that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Fourth is hidden. This does have nails, but you barely will see them because you can barely even tell that this is a foot. How do I make that look more like a foot? It barely even looks like a foot in the picture, but I feel like you can see his little, the top parts of his feet, you know? Good thing I have white paint to just fix what I've done. By the way, if you have not yet clicked the thumbs up button on today's live stream, please do. Do the back paws have 4 little toes, or is it just 3? There, that's better. I feel like there's 4, but I'm gonna just do 3 because that feels right now. Let's take white anywhere that we need to fix. Just remove all that. You little alien dog. The cutest little alien I ever did see. Okay. All new toe beans to love. Yeah, Toby has toe beans. Alistair thought that was hilarious. I said, toe beans are what we call the pads of the feet of dogs and cats. And he was like, got it, toe beans. And I was like, and now we have a dog named Toby. He said, yeah. And I said, and Toby has toe beans. And he thought I had made up the funniest joke. And I just let him believe that I did. He has the floofiest tail. So floofy and cute. It's like a little flag. And it's so thick. So luxurious. After seeing Thunder's like bald tail, he looked like a squirrel with mange. By the time Thunder died, he was like, I didn't even realize how rough he looked, because he looked like that for a really long time. But by the time he died, now that I've got a healthy little Chihuahua that I'm looking at all the time, Thunder was in rough shape, guys. Thunder literally was like 40% of his hair was just gone. Like he had bald areas of just bald skin, which is hilarious that was just like, oh, that's just something about Thunder. What do you mean? So he was balding. He couldn't walk a straight line because he had a stroke, so his balance was all screwed up. He had to eat off of the floor. He refused to eat out of a bowl by the time he passed away. He was totally over it. And he just needed so much help to do everything. And like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind. I loved him with all of my heart, and I would have given him whatever he wanted for as long as he was willing to stay with us. But geez Louise, he was going through it. By the time he passed away, he was, I would say, ready to rest. He was ready for his rest. He earned it. He earned the ability to have an eternal sleep, you know? So he is a white Chihuahua, mostly. He has like some tan. Should we color him in? We have time. Let's see. Candace, he is much fluffier than Thunder was. Thunder actually had a period in his life though when he was like the fluffiest boy. Remember, Thunder had like the mane of a lion. What do you think? Does this look like Toby?
Toby.
Maybe when they get older, they lose that feature. Maybe. That could be it. Do you think it looks like him?
Yeah.
Good answer. Speaking of him, where is him? Oh, he's lying at my feet because he's an angel. Okay, let's go back with the eraser, make sure we got all the pencil off. Good bird. Oops, sorry I hit the mic. Oop, knocked the mic down. All right. That looks pretty good to me. I think that's like a pretty good photo. Or drawing, not photo. Something's wrong back here though. So I will take my paint and I will erase it. Why draw with pencil and erase your pencil lines when you can draw with pen and use paint to erase it, you know? Well, he's not Snow White, more like a creamy white and a beige tan. Yeah. I feel like his collar goes like this. Okay, if his collar goes around his neck and his neck is about that wide, then his collar would go like this, right? If we could see all the way around his neck, it would look like this. but we can't see all the way around his neck. The reason we can't see all the way around his neck. Okay, so he has this big fluff. I feel like it's less, though. Like this whole area is kind of wrong. Gary, Beelzebub, shush. Shush. Okay. Right. Okay, so if his collar sits like that, we don't see all of it. But his ear comes out like this, and then his back goes straight to it. The back would go straight to the collar, because that's all just fluff. Correct. Okay, that's enough, Gary. That's enough, Beelzebub. Okay, so if his collar goes like this, fine. But that means we might see a little bit of it here. And then his back just goes straight. And then this area comes out. Stop. Okay, hold on a sec here. Maybe this is part of my problem. This. And this. That line doesn't need to be so aggressive. Okay. And now, let me just remove my lines. Yeah, that's better. Now that the back goes straight to it, because the back would be meeting up with where the collar is. Could you? Effing not, please? I'm gliding here. Okay, so that's good amount of floofs, I think. Yeah, that looks better. Oh, he's so floofy. There we go. I feel like that looks much closer to what he looks like. Do you want to see the picture of him again to see how I did? Excuse me. What do we think? How did I do? Like, it's not the best picture of him, but I did, like, it is a picture of him. Right? I love it. I feel like his eyes are like less excited. It's almost like he has, like, I want him to look bored. How do you make him look bored? I feel like I need to make his eye less open, you know? If I close his eye a little. And then this area kind of has a slope to it. What's this eye doing? It's almost like I want him to look like he's just relaxing. Like I just want his eyes to be almost like closed. Oh my god, I said bored at the same time. Yeah, because that's what we want. We're looking for like kind of him to look a little bored. Not like really, really bored, just like, you know, mildly disinterested. I want him to appear mildly disinterested. So I think I need to close his eye a little bit more. Like it's hot outside and he's just unable to pay attention, you know? That's a little better. Actually, that's a lot better. Okay, so if that's what his eyes look like now, then I have to take some white paint. I need a skinny pencil. Okay, this is fine. And then I can close up that eye a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. That looks way better to me. Okay, and then this eye, the eyelid needs to be a little bit more down on this side. I go a little heavy with my black ink sometimes. And then it takes all this effort to correct. Okay. There. There. And up here. Thin out that upper lid, huh? Come on, you. Yeah, that's better. That's more like relaxing in the hot, hot sun energy that I feel like Chihuahuas often have. It's like he's trying to figure it out, but he doesn't know how to do that. He looks a little suspicious in my picture now. That's okay though. Chihuahuas are suspicious. Little Chihuahua eyelashes. And then he's got little Chihuahua. There. Oh, look, now he's so disinterested, just the way he looks. He looks like a little lady now, though, with all those eyelashes. But at least he looks disinterested like he's supposed to. As he should. Okay, so that's that. Good. And now what's missing? Something about his nose seems off to me. It's like this needs to be up more. Cool. His nose and his eyes are almost the same size. And that is this front. So you go here, and then you go there, and then you go like this, and then you go around on this side, right? Right, and then this. Now, I think that can be blanked out also. shadowing of one ear. What am I needing to shadow for his ear? Hold on. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, right here. This doesn't need to be so dark. There. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. He's just a little fella. He's not fat. He's just Toby. You're expecting too much from him. He's just a Chihuahua. Okay. You did amazing. Thank you. You're so nice. Okay, what else has too much? We have too much mascara. You're a boy dog. Let's boy you up a bit. Good. Any eyebrow stuff? What do we got for features? This whole side is kind of dark in my original. And I almost feel like you can't even see the under eyelid, because it's just like lines from his dark eyes. And on this side it goes like this, and then it goes like this. This side goes like this and like this. Aw, he's so cute. He doesn't even know anything. He's just a simple guy. What's missing on the top? A little bit of hairlines. I got acrylic paint all over my markers. And now none of them work. That was not my best choice. By the way, if you have not yet clicked the thumbs up button today, please do, because even though it's a slow morning for us, it doesn't mean it's a bad morning. It's just a slow one. Okay, let's see. There is one on the floor. Correct. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, these hairs. I was gonna do. I wonder what I'm gonna be doing today if my sister's coming to pick me up. That worked better, actually. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of obsessed with this drawing. I feel like this is one of my best Chihuahua drawings. What do you think? Do you think it's one of my best? Do you think he needs just a lot more detail for his collar? Because now that I'm looking at that collar, I hate it. Okay. What color is the collar gonna be? Well, his current collar is brown or blue, so it could be blue. But I'm just gonna try and create some kind of like 3D-ness. It feels so 2D right now. You know? Okay, and then we have to have his hair. Just trying to make it clear that he has like this floofy like mane. without having it be too in your face. Okay, now let's get the white paint again. Beelzebub. Shush. But we're not trying to make a Pomeranian here. We're still doing a Chihuahua, so let's not get too carried away with the fluffiness, you know? Hey. Hey, you birds. Hey. I am a little concerned that the alcohol markers will not paint over top of this. Over top of this paint, the white paint. Oh, he looks like his name should be Duchess. This is Duchess, my very sweet little Chihuahua. With very, very, very long legs. He's so cute. Okay, let's see. Do you think my sister left her house yet? What's the chances? Let's find out, shall we? My guess is no. And update. Oh, she's not at home. She's already on her way towards me, which means I'm gonna go now. I'm kind of obsessed. I think we did a really good job. Without you guys, this beautiful drawing would never exist. Look at his face. Are you kidding me? He's so cute. He's just a little guy. He's a fluffy little fat guy. He looks fatter than he is. Come on, look at that. That's cute, right? Come on. All right, friends. Thank you for being here. Fabulous drawing. Thanks, Candace. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, come back next week. We are going to color it in and probably draw a whole bunch of more stuff, and maybe we'll even start a crochet project on this crochet channel. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? All right, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of your day. Don't work too hard. Be nice to yourselves. And stay cool, stay hydrated if the heat wave is still where you are. Okay. Love you.